Previously on Billy G Saves the Wild.
Perfect.
We have a lot of cap space. We have 25 mil. That's the 3-year deal for Hartman. Dumoulin re-signs. Lambos re-signs. So we got Lambos for 8 years at 5.5, I think that was. Neil Pionk signs that 1 year. Kirill signs that 8-year. What was it? Just barely under 10. And Bedard at 8 years, 13 million. He's already a Stanley Cup champion. Now we're going to build a dynasty. Because we have the cap space, might as well try, right? Oh my god, we got him for 1 year. And we got Palmieri for 1 year. Look at how stacked this lineup is. We're building a dynasty starting now. I'm excited. Are you excited? Because I am. Holy fuck, this team's going to be good this year.
You guys know what this is all about, right? Right? What's it all about? Spurgey?
Hard work and having fun.
That. This is about winning.
All right. Welcome back. It is the start of year 5. We are coming off a Stanley Cup win. And I think we have a very good chance of going back-to-back Stanley Cup champions because our lineup is stacked. Let's look at our lines. As always, the first line of Kaprizov, Perfetti, and Bedard. Then we got the acquisition of last year, the Owen Tippett on that right wing, on that second line. And then we got Kotkaniemi and Boldy on that second line as well. Third line, we got Garyanov, Rossi, and Palmieri. Just signed Palmieri this year. Gave him a 1-year, $4 million contract. And I like Palmieri for maybe even the future because he fits the third and fourth line really well. Even though he's a little bit older, if he stays with the top 9 potential, I could see him maybe having a couple more years with us. Because he's an 82 right now. So that's a really good third line, especially with Rossi at an 87. I don't know if that'll stay because we might be riding a high of winning the Stanley Cup. So I'm not quite sure how these overalls will be for like in the long run, but we'll just keep an eye on that. And then we got Foligno on the fourth line with Cirelli on the fourth line with him at center. So we got an 85 overall on our fourth line. And then we got Geeky on the right wing for that fourth line. Our one scratched forward is Ryan Hartman at an 80 overall. If an 80 overall can't make the lineup, you know your team's pretty good, I think. So yeah, it's pretty stacked forward lines here. Look at the defensemen. We got Lambos with our newly signed Pionk, who I want to sign an extension because he fits perfectly on that first pair. He's that offensive defenseman. So we'll see if Neil Pionk wants an extension kind of mid-season. Because we get that +2 with Lambos. And Lambos was tough because he doesn't like really the first 2 pairings. He likes the third pair more than the first 2. But if we want Lambos to develop into a elite defenseman, we're going to have to play him on that first unit. And pairing with Pionk works perfectly. So I really like that pairing. And then we got Dumba and Brodin on a +1. And then we got Dumoulin and Ethan Bear on the third pair. And then we have Addison as our scratch defenseman. And if you remember Addison, he's got 6 more years at a mill. So I'm thinking Addison won't get much playing time if everyone stays healthy this year, but the way it's shaping up, I don't think we're going to be able to afford Ethan Bear and Dumoulin if we're going to re-sign Pionk. So Ethan Bear Addison can come back maybe next year and play more when the bottom 6 is open to, if we don't have Ethan Bear and Dumoulin next year. So that's the defenseman. Our power play, we got a +5. Kind of just going that first line, and then we got Lambos and Dumba. And then the second pair has a +2. We kind of got the second line with Rossi, and then Pionk as the offensive defenseman, getting that +2. So I really like those power plays. Our 4-man, we get a +5 on the first unit, and then even on the second. And then penalty kill, we're going with Cirelli, the first line center, with Palmieri, Dumba, and Brodin. And then we got Geeky and Foligno, and Ethan Bear and Dumoulin with a +1. So +2 and a +1 isn't bad for the penalty kill. And the 3-man, we got Cirelli, Brodin and Dumba, Geeky, Dumoulin, and Bear with a -1, which a -1 on the third pair or 3-man penalty kill second pair. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I don't like it, but there's not much you can do about that. So extras, our 4-on-4s will look like this. And then continued 4-on-4s, we're going like that. 3-on-3, we're going Bedard at center, Perfetti at the second line center, and then Kotkaniemi as the third line center. Yeah, so that's what the 3-on-3 will look like. I'm kind of debating if I want Pionk and Dumba in front of Lambos. Because if we look at Lambos, his offensive awareness isn't that great, only at an 83. So that's why I'm playing him below these guys. Plus, these guys have a better overall. Pionk's got an 89 offensive awareness, and Dumba has an 88. So offensive 3-on-3, I think we'll just go Pionk, Dumba over Lambos. And then extra attacker, we're going with Kirill and then Matt Boldy. 2 guys that score a lot of goals for us. If we look at Boldy's stats from last year, he had 79 points on that second line. That is crazy good. So Matt Boldy had a really good season last year. I don't know if I mentioned that in past videos, but I'm mentioning it now if I didn't. And then shootout. This is our shootout. I don't think we should ever lose a shootout game, because look at this. Deking is 97. Offensive awareness 99 for Bedard. Then we got Kaprizov at 94 deking, 94 offensive awareness. Perfetti deking 95, offensive awareness 92. Boldy deking 93, offensive awareness 90. And then Tippett deking 91, offensive awareness 89. So I don't think we should be really losing any shootouts. And then goalies, we got Wallstedt with Capo backing up. Wallstedt's kind of been stuck at an 85 overall the past couple years. But he's still an elite low, and he's still only 22 years old. So he might take a little bit longer to get into his prime. Maybe late 20s, early 30s for him to be, I don't know, Maybe he can get up to like an 88 or 89, 90 maybe if his potential goes from an elite low to an elite medium, then I think he'll develop faster. But for now, he's still an elite low. But that's fine because we score a lot. And then Capo's an 84, which is a good backup, and we got him for 2 more years at really cheap. So our goalie situation is good. It's fine. We don't have the top end goalie that some teams do, but we just want a Stanley Cup with Wallstedt, so we're riding him. And then we got Hartman and Addison as our scratched. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna ever have a team as deep as this team will be this year because of, if we go to contracts, who's going to get paid next year. So Bedard, he's going from under $1 million contract to $13 million. So that's a 13-year, or a 13 or 12, I guess. That's a $12 million jump in salary cap. Kaprizov's going up a little bit, under $1 million. Perfetti's staying the same. Kotkaniemi's staying the same. Dumma the same. Brodin the same. Lambos is going up from under $1 million to 5.5. And then we're going to have to sign Matt Boldy because he fits perfectly into that second line. And I really like how Matt Boldy simulates on this game. And then I'm guessing after this year we're going to have to trade Rossi because I don't think we'll be able to afford him. Because Boldy is asking for 8.5 right now. I'm not sure if his overall goes down, he might ask for less money. We'll have to see more in the middle of the season. And then Rossi is at 5.375. But I don't think we'll have Cirelli because he doesn't really fit on these lines after this year. Garyanov I don't think we'll have. And then Pionk we're going to have to re-sign. But I don't think he's going to have the... He's not going to cost $7.5 million because we overpaid for him this year. So maybe we can try get Pionk for around 6.5 maybe for the following years. I don't think Dumoulin will be on this team next year. Who knows about Foligno? Palmieri, I kind of want to try sign for maybe a 1-year or 2-year contract. We'll see what he is at the end of the year, I think. And then in the system, then we got Beckman in the AHL still with Dewar in the AHL. So these are 2 guys that could possibly be playing on this team if we weren't so deep. I don't want to have Beckman in the NHL and just be scratched or play 4th line minutes. So I'm just going to keep him and Dewar in the AHL this year. And then Beckman has that really long contract. So we have time for him to maybe be on the team next year after the salary cap kind of changes for all our players on entry-level deals. And then Dewar's got a 2-year, he's got 3. So he got 2 years after this year, so that's good. So yeah, and then maybe Honka can maybe play 3rd pair next year, who knows. And then we got Trennan for next year. Probably just going to be in the AHL this year, but he fits on those bottom 6 lines, so maybe he can be on the team next year. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at this year. I really like our team. I think this is going to be one of our best seasons that the Wild have ever had. So, and that's saying something coming off a Stanley Cup. So, I'm excited. Let's get some simming done. I'm going to check some settings. See, we're not in the playoff settings. Okay, injury warning. We're just going to go fully healed, fully healed. Auto rotate goalies back on. And that should be good. I'm going to keep the injury slider how it was last year. Yeah, it gets kind of annoying when you have injuries all the time. So, we're just keeping how it was. I think it's at 22 or something like that. Start of year 5. Let's see if this team is going to be as good as I think. So, let's sim preseason. We'll sim to 14th. Decline these trades. Alright, preseason. Got that dub. OT loss. Shootout loss in preseason. No. That is not acceptable. Alright, 4-1-3 in the preseason? Alright, first game. How many games should we sim at a time? I kind of like simming 10 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sim to the 5th. Alright, here we go. At Philly, first game of the season. No. Wallstedt goes down first game with a torn groin. Okay. I don't know how long that's going to take. But we have depth at D, so we'll do Skinner. And then we'll edit some lines. Right as we're talking about injuries, we get a fucking injury. First game. Our goalie. Okay, so Capo went down to an 83 now. Get Skinner in there. So that's why we have Capo for backup. 83, and then Skinner at an 82 for a backup. Okay, so Boldy went down. Rossi went down. Kotkaniemi went down. Kaprizov went down. Looks like a bunch of guys kind of went down one overall. The defense looks the same. Iowa Wild, we'll just do best lines. Beckman, 2 games, 3 points. There we go. 5-2 loss against Philly. At Ottawa, 7-2 win. Avalanche, 3-1 loss. Seattle 6-1 loss. That's not good. Oh boy. Garyanov, I want to speak about my ice time concerns. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of that this year again. Billy G, right now I don't feel like 9:14 is enough ice time given my ability. He's only getting 9:14 on the third line. Sorry, Garyanov. This is probably your last season with us. 4-0 loss against the Capitals. Cirelli, I want to talk to you about my ice time. Yeah. 8:20. This is what we're going to have to be doing a lot this year since our team is so deep. Billy G. So Rossi's getting 12-19 on that third line. No one wants to be on their lines, I guess. The rematch. 2-1 win. Let's go. Stanley Cup was not a fluke. There we go. Win at Detroit, and then at... No. Neil Pionk has been injured with injured ribs. Okay. I wonder if we should just go Addison in that first pair. I wonder if that'll get a +2. It gets a -2. Okay. See what I mean for Lambos? So I guess we'll have to do that. Yeah. So Addison doesn't... Oh, he's not bad. It's just that Lambos doesn't like the first pair, so you need someone perfect on with him to get a plus. So we'll go evens on defense. And Addison will be on that second power play. Yeah. Maybe we'll do... Nah, we'll keep him in on that 4-man power play. Win in New York. And a win at Columbus. Okay. So 6-4 after 10 games. Had a couple injuries. Right off the bat, we had that Stanley Cup hangover. And now we're 6-4. Okay, let's look at those injuries. See how long Wallstedt and Pionk will be out. I'd say that Pionk injury hurts more than the Wallstedt one because that fucks up our defense pairing. November 13th for Pionk and December 22nd for Wallstedt. So about another week for Pionk and then over a month for Wallstedt. Pionk will probably be able to play after these 2 games maybe. But we'll just keep him until he's fully healed. And then Wallstedt was like December 22nd or something like that. Yeah. Alright, so we'll do... Let's sim 2 games. See if Pionk is fully healed by this time. In LA. 6-5 win. Eric Gustafson. Didn't we have him on our team for a year? Yeah. He had a decent year with us. I know, he's getting pretty old. 33. Still a top 4. 82 overall. Don't really need him. So, nah. Are the Oilers trying to tank? 7-2 win against the Oilers. Alright, Pionk is back. Okay, how did Addison do? 4 games, 1 assist, +2. Alright. Not terrible, not great. Alright, so there's our D back to the way it was. And the power plays back to where it was. Alright. Looks good. 7-3 win against the Coyotes. So that was what, 3 games? So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to the 27th. At Nashville. Winnable game. 7-0 win. Rossi's been injured with a mild concussion. So then we'll go bump Cirelli up. And then we'll get Hartman in. And Geeky. Yeah, Geeky has a better face-off than Hartman. So we'll go like that. Special teams. Power play. Rossi's out of there, so we'll go Garyanov then. Yeah, Garyanov being on the 3rd line and not being on a power play is his ice time's been down. Okay. Penalty kill. Looks good to me. Was Rossi on anything else? Oh, we'll go Cirelli on the third 4-on-4 at Dallas. A lot of away games right now. It's thinking. Game is thinking. Iowa injury, best lines. Garyanov, I'm sorry how I'm playing out there. That's all right. Cirelli wants to talk about ice time again. Yes, I understand your concern, but our team is stacked. Oh my god. Going through this shit again. It's the Jordan Greenway glitch. Oh my god, we can't even get through one day. This is why people turn morale off. This is the reason. It's bullshit. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Fully healed. Alright, so we'll take Hartman out. 5 games, 1 assist, -2. Didn't play much. Oh well. Get Rossi back on that second unit power play. There. Okay. Seemed a bunch, I think. So where were we last? So 7-0 win, 7-4 win, 4-1 loss against the Avs. Avs are all right. Philly. Is that the second time they beat us? Yeah. Shit kicked against Philly. Tampa. 3-0 win. Tampa's 10-10. Ducks, 4-2 win. Seattle, 6-3 win. Okay, so after 20 games, we're 14-6. It's pretty good. We are leading the division. The Stars are in second. And then the Avs, Jets, Blues, Blackhawks, Coyotes, Predators are the last in our division. Kings, Sharks, Ducks, Flames. The Knights are in last in their division. And then Maple Leafs leading their division. Canadians in last. Blue Jackets leading their division, or tied with Hurricanes. Penguins are last in the Metropolitan. Just trying to get a feel of how good each team is, kind of. Look at some stats here. Player or team stats, quick. 20 games, 28 points, 14 wins, 6 losses. No overtime losses. Goals for is over 4. 4.1. Goals against 2.85. It's a little high, but we're scoring over 4 goals a game, so that's fine. Our power play, 26.9%. That's really good. Penalty kill, 80. It's fine, I guess. Home, we're 4-4. Away, we're 10-2. What the hell? Last 10, 8-2. All right. So Bedard's leading the team with 27. Boldy on that second line with 23. With Tippett on that second line with 23. Then we got, holy shit, Kaprizov has 18 goals in 20 games. Only 2 assists. Oh my god. Kotkaniemi with 20 points. Perfetti with 17. He only has 1 goal. Dumbo with 14. Cirelli with 11. How much ice time is he getting? 11:36 ice time. So that's pretty good for the amount of ice time he's getting. Foligno with 9, Palmieri with 9, Rossi with 9 in 15 games. Garyanov only with 8 on that third line. Brodin, Lambeau, 7. Pionk with only 5 points so far. Alright, so we're scoring. A lot of points so far. Do we have any negative players? Hartman, the -2, only 5 games. Palmieri, the -1. Capo in 14 games, 10 wins, 3 losses. His numbers are good. Skinner with 7 games, 4 wins, 2 losses. His numbers are bad. And then Wallstedt got injured in that first game. And he wasn't doing great. So, Capo's doing good. Skinner is not doing good. Maybe play him less. I wish there was a way to set how much your backup played. Alright, we'll keep Simmon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sim another 10 games. Maybe Wallstedt will be back by then. At home versus Winnipeg. Iowa, best lines. 5-2 win against Winnipeg. Palmieri's been injured with an injured wrist. Alright. We'll go Foligno on that third line then. And then Hartman can jump back in. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Palmieri with an injured wrist. Marcus Foligno's been injured. Strained ankle. Okay, so that's 2 forwards out, so that means we have to do we have to call up Beckman. So go to roster moves. So Beckman is an 82, so he went down from an 83. But we'll call him up, and then we'll see what he looks like on that third line. Okay, it's an even. I thought it might have been worse with 2 snipers, but it's an even. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Beckman technically getting his first NHL regular season game. He did play in the playoffs last year, and he did good. But this will be his first regular season game. 5-2 win against Dallas. 5-4 loss against the Coyotes. (3-2) shootout loss. No. Okay, Palmieri is fully healed. Okay. I guess we'll take out Beckman and put him back in the AHL. Actually, Marcus Foligno is still injured, so we'll keep him in. He'll just be scratched. Even though I don't like scratching players that have potential. Sim a couple days, see if Marcus Foligno comes back. There we go. Alright, so Hartman out. Foligno in. I'm going to try that. See if that helps. Get Marcus Foligno a little bit more playing time. Because they have the same amount of points, but Palmieri has more playing time. So, send Beckman down. See how he did, though. Played one game. Didn't have any points. No plus minus. 2 shots. Alright, keep simming here. What was it, 22nd? Against Toronto. Toronto's really good again. Four nothing win. Cup was not a fluke. Rossi, I'm sorry how I'm playing out there. It's alright. Ooh, Blue Jackets are good. That's a 5-3 dub. Canes are good. 3-2 loss. Some good teams here. 7-3 win. Alright, Wallstedt's fully healed. Let's go. Capo, how'd you do? Capo's numbers are good. Skinner's aren't great. So we'll send him down. Get Wallstedt back in there. Vegas is really bad. Okay, 5-3 win against them. Look at this stretch right here. This 4-game. So we beat the Leafs. Beat the Blue Jackets, who are really good. 3-2 loss against the Canes. And then 7-3 win against LA, who's pretty good. So not a bad stretch there. So we're 29-1. Sim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sim to the 15th. Just keep on going, boys. 3-1 win against Edmonton. I didn't get to see Edmonton's record. 3-1 loss against Dallas. Not Dallas, Detroit. 5-4 loss against Anaheim. 3-2 shootout loss. Why are we doing shootout losses? We should never lose in a shootout with our stacked team. 4-3 win against Winnipeg. 7-3 win against Dallas. 8-3 win against Nashville. Honka has been injured in the AHL. Okay, we'll do best lines. No, Wallstedt's injured again with an injured arm. January 16th. What is that? What month are we in? So we'll do Skinner again. Or should we do Jones? He's not as good. We'll do Skinner. Play the overall game, I guess. Wallstedt just can't stay healthy this season. Given an opportunity for Capo. Shootout loss again? Come on, guys. Can't be losing in shootouts. Perfetti's been injured with an abdominal strain. A lot of injuries. It's kind of getting annoying. Okay, we'll just go bam. 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 Ooh, +2. Nice. Alright, so +2 on the 4th line. Cool. Guess we'll do Rossi and then Garyanov on D. Alright. Got that all sorted. Shootout loss again. Oh my god, that pisses me off. So we're 24, 11, and 4. So we need one more game. The Blues. Blues are pretty good. Matt Boldy's been injured with a pulled groin. We might need to turn some injuries down. This is getting ridiculous. So that means gonna go roster moves. Beckman's back in. So So we got Gurianov, second line, Beckman, third line. 5-2 win against the Blues. Send Skinner down. Best lines for AHL. Okay, so Boldy is still being evaluated, and Perfetti's back January 23rd. 23rd, okay. So we'll sim to the 22nd. Against the Blues again. 5-1 win. There we go. Boston. Boston has a good team. Shootout win. There we go. Pittsburgh. Okay, Cole Perfetti is available to play. Ooh, Beckman. 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. There we go. But we'll take him out. Perfetti back in. Alright, so there's our lines. I believe that is... Oh, no. So we'll go Rossi. Get Perfetti back on the power play. There we go. Extras. Alright, I think that is good. So 28, 11, and 4. So we need to do 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At Washington. Win. Carolina, we get a 3-2 win. Matt Boldy is fully healed. Alright, so Boldy's back on the power play. Yeah, get him on this power play. Alright. Shootout loss. Can't believe we're losing so much in the shootout. Oh, what happened there? At Blues. Shootout loss. Dumoulin's been injured with a hernia. Let's see what this looks like with Addison in. -1 with Ethan Bear. That's fine. Yeah. I don't want to change these, so the -1's just going to have to be there. I guess. I don't know. It was a -1, so -2 is not bad. Alright. Couple losses. 31, 13, and 6. Tippett with 61 points, leading the team. Alright, still leading the division. Handily. We're up 12 points on the Avalanche. 31, 13, and 6. Goals for 3.96, so almost 4. Goals against 2.64. That's not bad. It's pretty good. Look at everyone else. Maybe that's us scoring on them. Who knows? Power play 29%. That's really good. Penalty kill 82. Pretty average. Home away last 10 6, 2, and 2. So we're doing good. Tippett having a monster year. 61 points. That's second line. Look at that. 61 points for Tippett. Boldy with 55 in 45 games. Kotkaniemi with 52. Bedard with 50. Kaprizov with 47. Perfetti with 41. Dumba having a really good year, 34 points. There we go. Pionk with 26. Rossi with 26. Cirelli 23. Gurianov 23. 18, 17, 16. Lambos with only 13 points. Bear 13. Dumoulin 13. Brodin 10. Hartman with 5. Beckman with 4 points in 4 games. Addison with 1 point. So that second line is doing really good this year. They're outscoring the first line. We don't have any forwards hurt right now, so let's send Beckman back down so he can get playing time. So it's February 5th, and trade deadline is March 8th. So let's sim to like March 1st or maybe the 4th. Let's just do the 1st. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll sim to the 4th since that's 10 games. Versus Anaheim. 3-2 win. Vancouver, beatable team. 4-0 win. Dallas, beatable team. 3-2 win. Blues, I think Blues are good. Oh, they're all right. 3-2 win. Buffalo, how's Buffalo? Ooh, Buffalo's pretty good. 7-4 win against a good team. Tampa, how's Tampa? 5-2 loss, and Dumoulin's fully healed. Okay. So Addison's played 10 games, 3 assists, plus 6. But put Dumoulin back in. Florida, 5-3 loss. Canadians. Didn't see what happened. I think we lost. Buffalo win. Bruins win. Oh, we won at Canadians. Panthers 33-22. So Panthers are pretty good. Canadians are all right. Beat them. Buffalo was pretty good. Beat them 4-2. And Bruins are pretty good. We beat them 4-1. All right, so I think we're pretty damn good this year. I think it's confirmed. So we've played 60 games. Tippett is having an absolute monster year. 75 points. Okay, we'll look at some stats, and then we'll wrap up the video here. So, we are absolutely running away with it in our division. What's the entire league? Yeah, okay, we're the best team in the league right now with 84 points. Then it's Columbus with 79. Toronto's good again with 78. Hurricanes, Buffalo, Washington, San Jose, and Los Angeles. Goals, 4. I wonder if we're leading the league. Yep. Okay. Goals for, we're leading the league at 3.93. Goals against is 2.57, which is really good. We're third in the league in goals against. So that's gotten way better since last year, because last year we had a good goals for, but our goals against was a little high, but we're third best in goals against this year. Yeah, we're really good. We're really damn good. Power play has been steady at that almost 30%. Compared to the rest of the league, we're far and away the best power play team. Penalty kill, we're pretty average, I think. Yeah. Home 18, 9, and 3. Away 21, 6, and 3. Last 10 were 8 and 2. So leading the league. And Owen Tippett is carrying us on his back due. 75 points in 60 games. Boldy with 66 points in 55 games. Kotkaniemi with 66 points. So that's that second line leading the team in points. Kaprizov at 57 points. Same with Bedard. So they're under a point per game, even being on that +5 first line. Perfetti with 53 points in 56 games. Dumba having a monster year at 42 points as a defenseman. Rossi with 34. Pionk with 31. Garyanov 27. Cirelli 26. Geeky 22. Foligno 18. Palmieri 18. Lambos with 15. So Lambos' offensive awareness needs to get better. I was hoping that playing with more playing time, he's would develop better, I guess. But we'll see. He's getting 23 minutes a game. Bayer with 14. Dumoulin 13. Brodin with only 10. Hartman with 5. Addison with 3. All right. So that second line is carrying us. That's for sure. Look at those. Plus minus 37. Kotkaniemi and Tippett with the plus 37. Boldy with the plus 29. Bear really good. Brodin. Basically everyone is really good plus minus. Except Palmieri and Hartman are 2 minuses. Boldy's shooting and he's scoring. Power play points is Kaprizov 24. Tippett with 21. Kotkaniemi with 20. Perfetti with 17. I wonder if Lambos being on that first unit power play is kind of holding them back, because he only has 4 power play points. Face-offs, our team's pretty good at face-offs. Our top 4 centers are none of them are under 50. And then we got Perfetti at 50, almost 58%. Dumba leads the team in hits with 98, with Lambos 94. Perfetti 91, Tippett 84. Brodin blocking the most shots. Lambos with the only fight this year. All right, thinking about the team. Let's look at contracts. Sort by extensions. Okay, so Boldy wants one, Rossi wants one, Cirelli wants one, Garyanov wants one, Pionk wants one, and Geeky wants one. Out of all those guys, I think I want to sign Pionk and Boldy. And Boldy's an 88 overall right now, so he's going to want a lot of money. Oh my god. And he only wants a 1-year deal. Oh my god. That's crazy. We might have to wait for him. He wants a lot of money. He's having an unreal year, that's why. So I was waiting for Boldy to go down, but he got more expensive. But he is an RFA. That's crazy. 975 is what Kaprizov is getting. I think we're going to have to wait for Boldy for the offseason. What's Pionk want? He's still an 85. So he wants 3 years at 735. I don't mind the 3 years. Maybe we do 2 years because it goes down just a tiny bit. I wonder if he'd take 2 years at like 6.5. Should we save this for next video, offering these contracts? I don't know, guys. What should I do? Caprice or Rossi wants... Rossi isn't bad. He's 3 years at under 6, but he'd be playing third line minutes. Cirelli doesn't really fit, so it doesn't really matter what he's asking. 4 mil ain't bad though. Gurianov, 4.3. Everyone wants 1-year deals. What the hell? Except Pionk wants 3. So out of all of these, I think I kind of want to wait for Boldy. Don't really want to offer anyone else. I'm fine with Cirelli walking. Should we trade Gurianov? Since we do have Beckman. So should we trade Gurianov now that we have the rights to him? Because if we don't, he's just going to walk, and I don't think we'll be able to re-sign him. So should we trade for him, trade something and get something for him now? Or should we just keep him and that just makes our team a little bit better? And maybe we'll get that repeat Stanley Cup. That's kind of what I was thinking at the beginning of the year. Maybe... Only thing I know I want to do is I think I want to do Pionk at 2 years at like 6.5. See if he'll take 6.5. Because we need Pionk for Lambos, basically. At the end of that 2 years, he'll be 33. And then maybe we can get him for a little bit cheaper. Unless he keeps going up, overall wise. But I can save that for next video. We can do that at the beginning of next video. But Boldy, having an absolute monster year, doesn't want long term. And he wants a lot of money. And I don't know if I want to just give him 1 year. Because I don't know if he's going to be an RFA. Or if he's going to be unrestricted. Oh, man. Alright. Suggestions in the comments. But this team's really good. We have problems, but we have good problems. If that makes sense. But yeah, so we're 39, 15, and 6 at the moment. About to go into the trade deadline. A lot to think about. But if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Next video, we'll get maybe some re-signings, maybe some trades, and we'll finish out the regular season. So, thank you for watching. Peace out. Have a good one. Live, laugh, subscribe. Go Wild.